Talk a little about your professional background and how that has played in and impacted your ability to start up and, run some of these organizations you've been a big part of. Because that's something I found myself in. Right when you get that diagnosis, you're kind of in that, what am I made of? Where do I go
Yeah,
from here? What do I even know how to do?
yeah,
And can you talk a little about that?
totally. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I remember when the kids were diagnosed, just feeling like, oh my God, I've wasted my life. Like, what the hell was I doing in corporate? Why didn't I study medicine? Or, I didn't even listen in biology. I had no interest. Like, where to now? And it took me a little while to realize actually that's a real superpower because well, for two reasons. One, I did have that business background. I had an MBA. I knew how to, change. I knew how to run big programs and drive change, and in a very different environment. So I knew how to do that and knew how to run a business, which was important for the foundation. But I think my superpower was the stupid question, and no one expected me to know the answers to things, or I just went about it as, if I'm talking to a scientist and I don't understand what they say, I'm gonna just keep asking until I understand. And if something is done a certain way that doesn't make sense to me, I'm going to question that. And so the power of the stupid question, I think, has really been the thing that has driven me and allowed me to achieve what I have today. And the biggest stupid question is, why are we looking at all of these rare diseases in isolation? Why aren't we looking at them as a collective, like we do with cancer, like we do with cerebral palsy, like we do with adult dementia? Like that's the power of the stupid question, because all the people who are working within the system are working within the system. So yeah, I think one of the things I'm often dismayed at is there are so many amazing people working in the rare disease space, so many smart, resourceful, energetic people. But unfortunately, a lot of them had to go through this diagnosis to get there. And wouldn't it be amazing if we lived in a world, and I'm kind of off-piste a little bit here, but wouldn't it be amazing if we lived in a world where the bright minds, wanted to come and solve the problem of rare disease, wanted to come and be in here and didn't have to get shoved in like you and I did through a diagnosis. But, that's reality.